What's up, guys? So I know everybody loves the graps on the truck, myself included. It is, of course, a glorious, glorious look. But I feel like I've always got that little voice in the back of my mind going, get wides, put wides on it. And I've officially caught the trading bug, and we're on the up and up. So today we are trading something for a new setup, and it is a polar opposite setup than what is currently on there. And it's probably going to be one of those love or hate things for sure. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to love it or hate it. We're going to keep the graps just in case, of course. Y'all know here, we love swapping wheels and tires. So, yeah, it's going to be a dramatic change in the look and attitude of this truck. I'm super excited to see it. Hopefully it fits on there. Now, the big question at hand at first is, what are we trading? Now, I know there's probably going to be some of y'all with a little bit of PTSD from our last trade. I do apologize for that, but rest assured we are not trading any truck for wheels, of course. Now, it does have an engine, and so let's run through some things. No, it is, of course, not the Razor. Haven't had nearly enough fun with that thing yet to let it go. It's not the Brute, of course. That thing is, well, I mean, we could get some crazy wheels. They're probably about the same worth as the Brute, but no, not the Brute. So let's make our way to the cheaper section of the shop, which needs to be traded off because they're just accumulating dust. Now, we still got to fix the cat. That's why we're not trading it off. Honestly, I wish we were. Love it, but yeah. Anyways, it's not the Kodiak because that's Lauren's. So winner, chicken dinner. It is, of course, the 300. Now, I know there's going to be some people disappointed because some people were excited about me getting this thing and, building a 300. But I've just come to the realization if it's not fast, loud, and by loud, I mean sound good, it just ain't for me. Now, there's some awesome 300 builds out there for sure. It's just not something that I'm necessarily interested in now. Now, how did I get this thing? I originally traded my High Country Reps, which were a sponsored deal. Shout out OE Wheels and the Boggers for a set of stock wheels with Gladiators and my awesome toolbox over there. And then I ended up trading those wheels with a little bit of cash for this four-wheeler. And since we made videos with the four-wheeler, you take that out of the profit if you wanted to work it that way. We essentially have no money in this four-wheeler. So we're trading this guy and $300. The guy's going to come all the way to us for these wheels. So once you see them, let me know. Do you think this was a good trade or not? I value this thing at maybe $2,000, probably right about there. Probably on a good day. I mean, it's solid run. It cranks up immediately. No major issues whatsoever. It's just, been ridden. 30 years old. What the crap. Anyways, let me know once you see them if you think it was a good trade. But yeah, we got to get this thing out and I'll wipe down and I'm going to send him some final pictures and then we're going to load her up and get her to her new home. Now, keep in mind, I haven't cranked this thing in, I don't know, a month or two at least. And I bet you it's still, breathe on it, it's going to crank. That's ridiculous, man. They don't make nothing that freaking cranks that good. Probably help if I had a trailer hitch in, right? Sometimes you just gotta give her some love taps. All right, well, there's our final ride of the 300. A couple hours from now, he's going to meet us up and we'll check everything out. Hopefully trade this thing in a little cash for some awesome wheels. So she ran absolutely beautiful, did a couple rides around the yard and stuff. Took about 3 different takes to get this out, but here we are, final ride. Key is out, going in the truck, no more. So it's been awesome for the time that I've had it, and I hope it treats him amazing as well. And hopefully we absolutely love these wheels that we're getting. All right, guys, We're meeting old boy down here at the good old beeswax. Throw our key in there. He unfortunately had a blowout on his trailer on the way here, so we're running a little behind, but he got it swapped pretty dang fast, and such is life. So all is good. And I'll catch up with y'all in a little bit. I think he's basically got my truck's twinsy. Brody pulled up on the Thornbirds, jamming some Hank. I hear you, dog. As well, the deal is done. He liked the four-wheeler, and that was almost my truck's exact twin, aside from the exterior color, and his didn't have a sunroof. But LTZ 6.2 truck with the same Cocoa interior, which is sick. So hopefully they get a great life out of the old 300, and we got some wheels. So I guess I'll catch up with y'all tomorrow in the daylight. So truthfully, I think it's been about a week since the last clip that y'all saw. I've kind of been putting this off, I guess, for two main reasons. Number one, we're gonna obliterate our turn radius, going from 35s where we have full lock to this. Probably gonna get like a quarter of a turn, and that's it. But it's gonna, I guess, pay off, because I think it's gonna be disgusting looking, and it's gonna be another check of the box for me, experiencing something I've never experienced before. And then I guess number two is I feel like a lot of y'all are gonna hate it, so then I'm gonna immediately have to take them off and put the graphs back on there, which I'm not gonna be mad at, honestly, because I love the way it looks on here, but I want to experience it. We'll just have to see. I've always loved this setup on people's trucks, where I see it on YouTube or mainly Instagram. Years and years ago, I saw my first set and I was like, holy crap, dude, that looks crazy. And I've always wanted to do it and just never have until now. Holy crap. These things are monsters, and they are full stancy boys. Look at that. The entire lip of the wheel is hanging outside of the tire. Full stretch going on, full stretch. So you're going to love it or hate it. But if you hate it, stick around later in the video when we do the B-roll. See if it might change your mind, because it's going to be nasty, I'm telling you. So fuel forged, I don't know what's negative. I don't know what's, I just know they're 2414, massive freaking lip. Fresh street tires, Desert Storm 2s. Possibly could have come up with a better name, no doubt about that. 305 35 24. It's going to check off another box that we haven't experienced, and that's one thing that I love to do here on the channel, even if it's like a downgrade to some people, or like a lateral step. I like to do it if I haven't done it before. Love it like this. But holy crap, it's going to be wild on this freaking setup. So I'm going to go ahead, spend a couple hours trying to get these things cleaned up somewhat, throw them on the truck, and I'll catch up with y'all tomorrow for a whole new hot sauce. But it looks like your boy got. Thankfully not in the sense of finding a mysterious crack or something, but we do have a leak. This tire was totally flat, so I went to put air in it. And the valve stem's leaking. Delay. So no Tuesday video because of that right there. Got to pull this baby back off, throw it in the back, and run it to the tire shop tomorrow, get a new valve stem put in it. Gosh dang it. Well, that ain't good. Our leak has resprung and we're out way away from home getting some B-roll. Holy crap. That ain't good. We gotta go. Well, I guess unfortunately for another year, we jumped straight from a brutally hot summer directly into a brutally cold winter and get basically no time with the enjoyable fall, because it was hot, And now it is cold, and your boy is not cold-natured. Holy crap. Wait, is that the right terminology? Cold-natured, hot-natured? No, I don't know what the right words are, but I hate the cold, and it hates me. So you'll probably see the camera shivering, because I'm shivering, and it's only 50 degrees. Holy crap, that looks insane. Maybe I should rerun the B-roll, because the lighting was garbage earlier. Holy crap, it's a rainbow! The lighting was horrible earlier. It was just super gray, but bright, and just not going to go with the red. That rainbow's insane, dude. Holy crap. Anyways, we're here for the truck, right? 2414s. Holy crap, dude. It looks insane. I am so absolutely in love. Now, anytime you swap setups, you're like, immediately, holy crap, this is the best thing I've ever done. Give it a couple of weeks, it might wear off. Maybe not, though, because, dude, it is looking right. Always wanted to run a size wheel like this on Baby Squat and just never made it happen. For one, because I thought I was not going to be able to turn any, but turns out I can actually turn quite a bit. So we get a full steering wheel turn all the way around before it starts getting into the backside. And I only had to do a little bit of trimming on the front piece, the lower valance, to get it to clear there. So on both sides, this is normally flat. I just chop that guy down. It still looks factory, and the tire sneaks in behind there, and so you're good. Now, past that one full turn, it starts getting into the backside, but I drove all over the place in some congested areas and all kinds of curbed environments. And I had no issues whatsoever. So yeah, you get yourself downtown or in a bad parking lot or something, it could definitely be a nightmare. But as far as what I normally drive, no issues whatsoever today. So I'm tickled with that. Now, I did totally forget, I guess, the F1 where we did 2214s and were they 305s? I think they were, which it had a ton of turning and it looked really cool, but I wanted 2414s on that truck, just like I did on Gamble as well, but couldn't justify or swing the cost difference. That's why Gamble got 2214s, because I love that setup on there. But if you see a truck on Instagram or YouTube with 2414s, you're like, dude, that is the look that I want, but you can't swing it, and you get 2214s or 2212s or 2412s, you're not gonna like it as much. I can tell you all that firsthand. There is no way. There's just no way. You will never be fully satisfied unless you get that actual size, which is this right here, 2414s. It looks insane. It's got just enough height on the tire to where it doesn't look like super crazy low pro. Obviously, it's stretched really bad. You have zero curb protection, so you definitely have to watch out for that. But this is just iconic, dude. 2414s on the 305 streets on the leveled Silverado. It looks insane. Now, we are leaning a little bit more right now because I did, in fact, bring a grap and my jack just in case that tire started to leak down and gave us problems. So we got a little bit of weight in here. The valve stem just decides whenever it wants to leak. It's not leaking currently, but it was earlier, as y'all heard. So we definitely do need to swap that out before that really bites us somewhere bad and it leaves us stranded, because you run these low enough, they will pop off the wheel, the bead, and you ain't getting them back on there just by, you know, putting a pump to it or something. You're gonna have a cheetah. So we need to get that swapped out. We will at some point, but as of right now, she's holding, and holy crap, it just looks so good. Now, this is not going to be for everybody. I already know that, but at least for now, give it a couple weeks, maybe I'll change my mind. It looks so freaking good. Holy crap. Huge freaking lip. Just nasty street truck kind of vibe. And like I said, surprisingly drivable, which I am tickled about that part. Oh, dude. Oh, that looks disgusting. Holy crap. Yeah, it looks so good. It's crazy from the front and the back. You can see both lips, the inside and the outside, shining. Definitely some Stancy Boy wheels for sure. And that's going to make some people really hate it because, you know, there is quite a bit of stretch for sure. We got a little bit of camber. I still haven't gotten the alignment on this truck. We need to do that for sure. So, anyways, yeah, but there she is, dude. I'm loving it. I think it looks incredible. More drivable than I thought. And just a goated setup that I've always wanted to run and just never have until now. And so, holy moly, it looks so good. Now, definitely downside, you're going to sling crap all over the side of your truck because they stick out so far. Anything you hit with the front wheel, it's going all the way down the side. So that's definitely negative. And one day, a couple hours worth of driving in the rain, your wheels look horrible, but you just kind of got to accept that. So Forged wheel life. I absolutely despise it because it is such an annoyance to keep up with the maintenance on them. But there's just no replacing that huge lip you get with forged wheels, as well as all the good designs. That's the main thing, man. If they can start, which they definitely have started to make more cast wheels with better designs like the forged, but the forged wheels, the designs are just incredible. Looks like we got somebody cruising down the road, so that's gonna be it for this one, boys. I guess I'll go ahead and show y'all driving. We can do that to end the video off, I guess. Probably the scariest part about this setup is the potential of going off, like right here. I can't pull off the road very much because I don't have enough height in the tire to clear the asphalt, so it'll fall off and hit that inside wheel, and that could definitely be a disaster. Which, this is a big freaking truck. Holy crap. Hopefully he'll bog off the side of the road. I'm doing my best, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for waving. I'm not meaning any harm to your property if this is yours. But yeah, dude, it is totally drivable. We'll pop the window down. I'll give y'all some turning. So this is, oh, you heard it? So one turn, and then you start getting into that rear fender. But I'll catch up with y'all up here at a stop sign and show you. You can still make some T-turns and whatnot. Very drivable, but you do have to be mindful for sure, because if you don't be mindful, you're gonna freaking obliterate your truck or your wheel or both. Probably both. Oh, look at that freaking pig. Holy crap, dude, that guy was a monster. So pulling up turns and stuff when you know you're gonna have rubbing problems or you run a wide setup or whatever, you kind of got to drive very mindful of that. And so you typically want to get a little pre-turn going up to a turn so that you're actually going to make it. But we'll just do straight up, pulled directly up to the white line like a normal civilized human would. You look both ways, and then you start making that turn, and boom, we didn't have to go off the side of the road, nothing weird. We are driving just like everybody else. Dang, that's got to be a piece of the hurricane coming through, because that looks gnarly. But yeah, there it is. So drop a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, ring that bell notification, and I will see y'all boys in the next video. Also, another big perk about having street tires instead of a mud tire is the fact that they don't pick up gravel. And as someone that lives on a gravel driveway, I'm constantly having to stop at the end to pick rocks out of the tire, because the alternative to that is just obliterate my trucks. And so I don't do that, but it is very annoying to have to stop, versus having street tires that just don't pick up big rocks. So that is awesome. Also, this thing rides really good. Now you can definitely feel impacts more, like if I hit the those guys, the reflectors, definitely more shock coming through that than there would be with the 35s, and as well as like right here where concrete meets, or like you hit a bridge, like a flat piece, you're gonna feel that pretty good because there is not much tire there to absorb it. But as far as like driving down the road, there's no weird wobbles, nothing like that, which is definitely not always the case when you get used wheels and tires, and especially not 14 wides on a little tire. So I am definitely thankful of that. We just gotta fix that little leaky leak out of the valve stem, and we'll be good to go. Well, I gotta throw this clip in at the end because we actually have a little bit of sunshine going today, and the red chrome combo is just insane. Holy crap. Look at this freaking truck. Dude, the chrome bumpers just go so good together with a big old chrome wheel. Holy moly. Dude, it's nasty. It's so freaking nasty. All right, well, that's her. That's the video. Just wanted to get a little bit better lighting on her. And holy crap, it's just beautiful. Let me know. What do you think? You love it? You hate it? You don't give a freaking crap? Drop it down below.